Welcome to EMC 3315. My name is Justin Keene and I'm on faculty in journalism and electronic media, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. This class is essentially a class on client-side web design. So we're going to talk a lot about HTML and CSS. We're going to talk about design principles and color theory, information architecture, and things like that. So we're going to cover a lot of information over the course of this semester, and I hope that you are going to be as excited about this as I am. So let's talk a little bit about the way that this class is structured. This class is split up into 7 modules. Essentially, each module lasts for about 2 weeks, and they will open and close automatically using blackboard.ttu.edu. So if you've never logged into Blackboard, how did you find this video? Because it's up on Blackboard. But also, after you've logged into Blackboard, you can go into each module's folder and access everything you need. Each module is going to consist of lectures or screencasts. They're kind of interspersed as videos. There's a couple instances where I need to sit there and code on the screen and you just follow along. But for the most part, it's lectures like this one where I set you up to then complete the lab assignments that you're going to have for each module. Also, in each module, you're going to write a short site critique of another website. Those are intended to help you kind of wrap your head around how to critique a website so that maybe you can someday recreate something similar. There is a test in this class. It is in a later module, so don't stress about it too much. It's not until module 5. But when that comes up, that test will be over HTML and CSS. So everything that we've learned in the first 4 modules will then be covered in the test that's in module 5. So that's kind of how each of them is going to be structured. I would encourage you right now, before you do anything else, to pause this video, to go back to the main page of Blackboard and go download the syllabus for this class. Put it on your desktop, put it in a folder somewhere where you're going to be able to find it, print it, stick it to your forehead, whatever you have to do. Make sure that you understand the schedule of events for this class, because if you think that a module is not open yet, or you think that you have another week to complete a module and you miss a due date, there's not much you can do to make that up. So you really need to make sure that you understand these dates of how long each module is going to last. In general, the modules close on the last day that's listed on the syllabus. So this module, Module 1, ends on September 6th. It will shut down on September 6th at 11:59 p.m. Module 2 will open on September 7th at 12:01 a.m. So I left a minute of gap in there just to make sure that Blackboard didn't mess anything up. And so that is how they're going to work. If you have any questions about the schedule, please do email me or come by my office. If you need to contact me throughout this semester, I want to be as available as I can be. So I'm going to be holding office hours via Skype and FaceTime by appointment. So if you let me know ahead of time that you need to talk to me, I'll make sure that I'm logged on. I'll give you my logon name so that you can make sure that we can discourse that way. The other ways to contact me are a little bit more normal. So you can email me at justin.r.keene@ttu.edu. You should have already received an email from me talking about how to get to Blackboard and the structure of this class and all of that. So you should already have my email somewhere. If you want to come by and see me in my office, I am in the Media and Communication Building, room 502. It's right across from the elevators in the big tower. You can call my office at 806-834-3898. If I'm not here, it will still send me a message that you called, and I will get back to you. And then if you want to interact with me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @JustinKeene. Okay, so last little bit of information for this class. There is no required book. There are no required materials for this class. However, if you feel yourself getting a little bit overwhelmed by some of the nomenclature and some of the terms and everything else that we're doing, I would suggest that you go look on Amazon or at Barnes & Noble for this book. It is called HTML and CSS. It is by Castro and Heislip, and it, I think, does a really good job of presenting HTML and CSS in relatively easy language through projects and assignments that kind of build on one another. In fact, whenever I teach this class in the terrestrial form, so face-to-face, I use this book. However, because this is a distributed online class, I did not want to have to require a book. I wanted to try and keep as many trees in the ground as possible. So that is kind of your intro to 3315. I hope that you enjoy this semester. I hope that we get to interact quite a bit as I kind of walk you through the nuts and bolts of HTML and CSS and web design. And by the end of this class, you're going to have created a website. And so I hope that you enjoy this process. Thanks. I'll see you next time.